Last time on Dice Funk.
The way you were all building it up, I thought it was going to be one of these, I've killed someone and now, oh no, the path to the dark side's been unlocked, I've corrupted my morality meter. You know.
Oh.
I was expecting to feel different.
You thought killing somebody would be hard. No, killing somebody's really easy.
It's time for the Furies to take a little vacation. And
PTO!
I'm sorry, hang on. Can you explain this to me?
I don't know, it's very, the last job I did, this whole Babel thing, really kind of put a new perspective on it. But no, I'd like to talk with Camila.
I feel like chaotic neutral feels like a step in the right direction, and perhaps we'll see where things go from there.
This person, whose name in the memory is labeled Hector, they cut your head off.
I've died. I've watched a friend of mine die. I can't do my career anymore in case I get killed again, because I don't know why I died, so I'll probably get killed again if I go back to doing whatever I was doing. I've got nothing to lose right now.
Okay, I want to make this explicit because of the nihilism conversation earlier. Would you torture this man?
I think Nifix would. I think that this is someone who did something weird to her body after she died and is hiding secrets about it, and she's just pissed off.
I'll tell you what, your next head, why don't you give it to me and I'll deliver it.
This is your last chance. Obtain a great soul, or you will die. You have 12 hours.
I feel like that's the equivalent of a few years ago where every song had at some point Jason Derulo coming in just to say his own name.
Jason Derulo!
Jason Derulo.
Didn't he get in trouble recently?
Probably. He seems like he would.
Yeah, he's kind of shitty if I remember correctly.
I can't imagine someone who just pops onto someone's track and says his own name could be shitty. How weird.
I just googled it. He got like stuff taken down from Instagram because he was putting his meat out there too much.
His dick? His dick and balls?
Oh.
Yeah, apparently he was wearing like very tight, skimpy underwear, and they're like, "This is inappropriate." And he's like, "I can't help my dick big." And
Okay, I kind of don't hate on him.
Yeah, I can't, I feel like he's a victim here.
I mean, coupled with the last episode where we spent quite a few minutes dick shaming that Yagnoloth, I feel like we're coming out as like a size queen podcast, and I'm not sure if I'm okay with that characterization.
Well, hold on. It's not that the size of the Yogglog's meat is small. It was that it's covered by a book.
Yeah, it was the fashion choice more than anything else.
So if it would have been like a world atlas, like a very large book, it would have been fine.
Well, no, it still doesn't make any sense. How is that even comfortable? Wouldn't it like squish your meat? Wouldn't that be uncomfortable?
I can't imagine a solid object sort of hanging around your junk would be comfortable. Surely that has to push your legs apart to some degree.
Oh boy.
So the Yagnoloth clearly has some other issues, is what we're saying.
Yeah, he's got more important things to worry about, like his weird arms. Fuck that Yogglog.
Okay.
I'm not even really that stoned. I've just had a lot of candy.
So, my character's going to be dead in 12 hours.
Oh, we should stop making dick jokes. Fuck.
Yeah, do we want to start there? That's such a high tension place to start.
I feel like maybe so. Can you remind me where exactly did we end on that?
So Nifix is sitting on a park bench in the park that Lime Badass got banned from. You have a big newspaper and sunglasses. You're waiting for Hector to show up so you can do I think it was called a head sting, was what we were calling it. And Cicero showed up and said, contract is due.
Yep.
Nifix is like that Mr. Krabs meme.
Which one?
I mean, there's a few Mr. Krabs memes. Which one's we talking?
The
which one we
shook
talking
one?
about?
I don't even know who Mr. Krabs is.
Come on, Conrad!
It's like the one where the world is like spinning behind him and he looks incredibly upset.
Yeah,
yes,
he's shook.
Yes.
Who is Mr. Krabs?
Okay, I'll put it in the roll 20 for Gen X.
I'm finding it. Hold on.
So So a lot of things are probably going through Nifix's head right now. She doesn't know that many people with great souls. There's tragedy, but she can see the future. Pretty hard to betray.
Yeah.
There's the leaders of the factions. Camilla has a sword that causes wounds that never heal, and also Cordelia would not let you kill her. And then there's Abraham, who could punch you in half, and King would not let you kill him. So your choices are pretty limited.
Yeah, there's no, like, secret fourth option that I haven't been told about or anything.
So I should just say about Great Soul, which is like a piece of vocabulary from this season we haven't really talked about because it hasn't been super important, but it's kind of like the equivalent of like a blue chip stock. It's like a specific kind of financial investment, basically. And it's very important people whose souls would be worth a lot of money in the soul economy. So we've discussed, Jean the Demon Queen. She led an army. Babel was going to unleash an entire new species on the universe. Those kind of important people. So the only ones you can really take for granted are like faction leaders. Those people all have great souls. But besides that, you don't have any idea where to even start. And all those people are extremely powerful and well protected.
This feels like one of these I have to make one of the tough choices, and I'm quietly sat here like, can I do a roll that will give me the easy answer?
So Nifix is sitting on that bench, and she's thinking, and Cicero gets up and walks away. He's got stuff to do. And Nifix, you have a difficult choice to make, because you're very close to catching your killer. You don't know if you're going to get another chance. You don't know who you could even begin to kill. What do you do?
I think that at this point, with 0 leads, Nifix is gonna wait and try and sting out this killer, or follow the lead at least to this head sale transaction, because this is a potential lead on something. Who knows? This person could be a potential lead on a great soul, or might be able to. That might be an avenue of investigation. If that turns out not to be the case, Nifix can always bail while she's still got time to go after one of those tough current target options. But I think Nifix is going to take the path that's like, it's here, I might not get another chance, and it might lead me to another soul anyway.
Conrad, how are you feeling about the Mr. Krabs meme I served for you? Hot and fresh.
Okay, so this is a SpongeBob thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh my god.
All right.
So disappointed in you.
I missed it.
Yeah, he didn't grow up with the sponge.
I know, I'm just being sassy.
Okay, Mr. Krabs is going away now. Nifix.
Oh,
You miss him? Nifix, you're sitting on the bench just kind of thinking, and you're doing the Mr. Krabs meme, and eventually Hector walks up and sits next to you on the bench. She is very barbed.
Okay, and this is the person who decapitated my head, right, and handed it off to someone previously.
Yeah, he's the coroner. Yeah. I noticed while editing I never used the word coroner, which is weird. It seemed like I couldn't remember if this is true, but hearing myself talk, it felt like I couldn't remember the word. I was like, why isn't he saying coroner?
Okay. So Nifix is gonna sort of nudge over and go, so when are we doing this?
I tried to get you the list of the other heads, but apparently I've been removing my memory of them to cover my tracks, which in retrospect did lead you to me, so guess that didn't work out, huh?
Yeah, not so much.
I tried to look through the files to see if anything jumped out, and he just like hands you a piece of paper with like some random names you don't recognize. But an interesting thing about the list he made is that it does list all their conduits, and they seem like interesting and unique.
Well, any particular examples?
Like Certainty. success.
These seem like they're not the ones like Conduit of Limes, which, while great, not necessarily got many practical applications. My instinct here is to jump to like Sylar from season 1 of Heroes. This is the if I take your head/brain, I can get your power.
He says he doesn't remember if he even ever knew what exactly was going on. He's deliberately removed it. So
yeah, okay. Well, that seems like gaining powers is probably an associate. It is a good guess I would hazard at what might be going on here.
Hector says, I think there's supposed to be a pickup here later. How much time do you have?
I'm on a time limit. I have 12 hours in which to do this and to not get killed. So, clock's ticking.
Oh, damn. That's extremely inconvenient for you, huh?
Yeah, it is. Well,
so here's a choice, Time Nifix. You can do this sting and perhaps catch the person who killed you, but you're going to eat up a lot of your time for the contract.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to take the only choice right now that feels like it leads to new information and might open up something. I'm going to go for the sting.
Okay, so while that's happening, Cordelia.
Hello.
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 So last episode, you talked about how you wanted to spend more time helping out at the Believers to the Source.
Yes.
Yes.
You just like saying it.
Yes.
Yes.
I would like to help.
I want to do good faction.
So you're going to go do something for them. Are you going to bring your murder friend along?
Well, duh. You can't go alone.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean...
And he can't afford to do a whole lot with regards to the failsafe board at this point anyway. He's gotta lay low.
Yeah, what else are you going to do? Sit home and watch Antiques Roadshow? It's good, but...
I mean, it is. It's excellent, but it's a group activity.
It's reruns on the weekdays, you know.
Do we have a name for this team, Blake and Cordelia?
Somebody in the Discord said Party Crashers, and I kind of like that.
Yeah, Party Crashers. Another one was Coin Tube.
Oh, that's the like official ship name, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay. So the Party Crashers are when they're killing, and Coin Tube is when the fix are happening.
Yeah, basically.
So you head over to the Great Foundry, which is, as the name implies, a foundry. It's a big it's like a big space where there's like a lot of metalworking going on. There's people operating machinery, smelting metal, and creating objects and so forth. Camilla's office is on like a catwalk above. I don't know if you've ever seen like the foreman's office in a foundry. You like walk up some stairs, and there's like a catwalk over to a corner office that overlooks the factory floor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've snuck into a lot of these in Deus Ex, but not in real life.
See, I was thinking about theaters. There's a catwalk for nerd theater shit.
Mm-hmm. As you approach the office, you hear some sick bass riffs, some like early Red Hot Chili Peppers stuff. You know, when Flea was really just experimenting with sounds.
You're a fucking nerd.
Okay, well, we're gonna be mean to Austin today, I see.
It's because you're so baby today.
Okay. So yeah, that's the situation. You approach Camilla's office, and there's music coming from inside.
Wow, sick bass riff. It's like the early Red Hot Chili.
I really love the Peppers, actually. They're an incredibly good band.
They have distinct phases. Some of their stuff is better than others, you know? I like to say the middle of their career is really...
I mean, I defy you to find an artist that does a better job of connecting with the human soul. Do you know what I mean?
Is this a Blake Boring opinion, or is this a Conrad?
Oh, yeah.
Fucking vicious, dude. I think Californication's good, and I think... Never mind.
No, Californication's pretty
Not going to get
solid.
into this on here.
And Blood Sugar Sex Magic is not a bad album either.
Hey, they're the only redeeming part of Crazy Town.
I didn't remember they were on that.
Butterfly.
Oh God.
The entire
Yeah,
great
no.
riff of that is like just a fucking jam session riff from Red Hot Chili Peppers.
I did not know that. Well, we've all learned something today. Blake and Cordelia, you enter Camilla's.
I didn't. I told you. I didn't learn anything.
Featuring Rob Thomas.
I will make sure you learn something if it kills you today.
Okay.
Blake and Cordelia enter Camilla's office. She's sitting here. She's just vibing. Dido's on a couch. She's playing her bass guitar. I realized recently that Dido is basically just a Wooloo, the new Pokemon.
That's so good.
Yeah.
She's like a humanoid Wooloo.
This is good.
She's just a good soft goat lady. Camilla is. Do you know Baphomet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can't put it in. You can't put an image of Baphomet into the Roll20, or the Satanists will sue you.
That's why you're doing Toriel, right?
So Camilla is a goat lady, but her horns are enormous and sweeping like Baphomet, the symbol of the Church of Satan. Don't read too much into that. She's dressed like a nun, and they're just kind of chilling out here when you come in. They don't remember Blake, obviously, so they're like, hello, Cordelia, and Cordelia's assistant?
Sure, we'll go with that.
It's my roommate. He's fine.
They shake your hand, Blake, even though they've both definitely met you.
Look, pleasure to meet you. I'm sorry, it was Camilla and Deo.
Dido.
Damn!
No.
I can't do it. Oh, that was good. Sorry. I couldn't resist.
You okay? You okay, bud?
The spirit of Harry Belafonte took over me.
I thought you were just going to do a full Beetlejuice here, and we were just going to have to...
No, I laughed too hard.
Okay. So you I guess Dido's like, all right, peace out. I'm going to go do some other stuff. Have fun with your important faction meeting. Ooh, look at me. I'm a fancy person.
Why is she sassing you so much?
Camilla just says, it's just her sense of humor.
Okay, I'm here to help.
Dido leaves and shuts the door. I think you can see behind Camilla the glass, like overlooking the factory, the window there, and you see just like sparks flying. It's a very like ominous tableau of the factory moving behind her silently. I said before that she has like a little bit of blue in her hair. That's the only like non normie thing about her appearance these days. But you've seen her when she was younger. She was much cooler. Her sword is in its sheath, but it's across her lap. It's not on her hilt. She's just like sitting with it in her lap. You know that it's a very dangerous, cool sword.
So, what's with the nun thing?
Well, it's the uniform of the position, I suppose.
Okay, it's just, I've got the history.
Yeah, Lauren didn't do this deliberately, but this is definitely a Catholic school thing. And then also in an earlier episode, I think you said you wanted to be a goat. I don't know if you remember this.
It just sound like something I would say.
It does sound like something you would say. Camilla says, so, the factions and their politics are probably not of your utmost interest.
I'm not completely disinterested.
I am, but
He is. But he doesn't matter. He has to sit here anyway.
I appreciate your honesty. No matter how you feel, though, there is one important truth. The factions determine reality. That's not a metaphor. Belief literally shapes the universe. Right now, there are 13 active factions, and therefore 13 active ideologies that shape the world. If we want our beliefs to come true, there must only be one.
Okay, not to, argue, but why is there not ability to coexist? Like the bumper sticker on many liberal cars.
there is the ability to coexist. That has been the state of reality since as far back as we've recorded history. And look at the track record of that. War, famine, racism.
Murder.
Is bad. Yes.
So, but you're talking to. I mean, you know who you're talking to. You know what the right like.
I'm talking to someone who wants to be the god of murder and her assistant.
Well, yeah, but
Roommates, but
you don't kill beliefs.
I don't pay him.
Are you saying you don't or you can't?
I'm saying you can't. You can't kill a belief. You can only kill all of the people who believe in it.
Is there a difference?
Someone new could spontaneously come up with the same belief. You can't prevent a belief from happening again.
Yeah, you'd also have to destroy any writings about it, any evidence of it ever existing, and even then, there's no guarantee it would be truly gone.
Because even then, unless you destroy the ecosystem in which that idea first came about...
We're not talking about the complete eradication of ideas. We're talking about taking away the political power of ideologies.
That is less genocide sounding.
Oh yeah, it's a whole lot less dramatic than you were making it sound.
Yeah, I was like, what kind of, I'm a serial killer, but I don't want a genocide. It's like,
I mean, maybe it's just like the Nurse Frock thing with the, sort of semi-demonic aesthetic that, gave me the sense that there's... Okay, so who do you want dead?
who can we kill?
Cordelia, when you joined the Believers, you asked me if we had a plan to achieve godhood, and I told you you'd need to devote yourself more fully before it would be revealed to you.
Yes.
Well, here's your first glimpse of the plan.
Ooh, I love a plan.
If the Believers of the Source are the only faction, nothing will stop us from apotheosis.
What the fuck is that?
That's a fancy word for becoming gods.
Okay, that's what I thought, but did not want to assume you know what to say about assumptions.
Something about asses? You're a snake, you don't have one, so.
Why did you need to say that? I know, you don't need to say it, I already know.
Are you self-conscious about not having an ass?
Yeah, I'm not dummy thick, oh no.
Oh no! A nightmare.
Oh Lord.
So, back to your question. There is a faction called the Heartless.
Okay.
No Kingdom Hearts jokes, huh? Interesting. Okay.
I was going
Yeah,
to.
no, I heard it. I was like, oh, he's not that lame.
I was like, we did the Kingdom Hearts season already.
Yeah.
Their more formal name is the Faded, but people usually just call them
Oh shit.
the Heartless.
No, I like the Faded. I would like to join the Faded, me, Lauren.
You would.
Yeah.
Cause weed. You're welcome. I explained it.
Wait, what? Not faded. Fate-id.
Oh, I thought you were saying faded, like FADED. I was like, hell yeah,
yeah.
let's get lit.
No, the Faded are objectivists. They believe that selfishness is the highest calling a person can have, and that altruism erodes civilization and culture.
God, that I hate them already.
Yeah, I mean, I named a villain after this ideology last season, and they were so nice to him, he became an ally. So,
My sweet baby boy.
uh-huh. So yeah, I mean, Ayn Rand doesn't exist in this universe, but they're Randians.
You're a Randian.
Cool. So yeah, let's go kill them all.
Well, Camilla says, "Okay, see, I understand the dark undertones of this conversation have gotten you both very horny for murder, but let's take a step back. I'm not a psychopath. Jesus.
I mean, you called them Randians. I don't know what you want from me.
What I want from you is to practice your art."
You don't have to be so subtle. Can you just say that?
I'm gonna have to be subtle, obviously, as
Who do you want me to art upon?
as the leader of the Believers of the Source. I cannot sanction political murder. I don't approve personally of your activities, but just as there's going to be a god of life, there needs to be gods of death. And I have to accept people I disagree with existing.
Okay, well, who do I turn into my next art project?
Truly, any Heartless will do. The important thing is your art installation needs to be secreted away in their headquarters, the tax collector's office in Sigil.
You want me to do an art upon a Heartless and then put it in the tax collector's office?
How you get your art materials is none of my business. Please do not tell me. But if there were
I will not.
if there were secretly an art installation in the tax office that had a magical effect that maybe dissuaded people from joining the faction, maybe emanated fear or despair or sadness or something that made people not want to be there. You see the great irony is that the Heartless believe taxation is theft. So they took over tax collection in Sigil as a political act.
Well, not for long.
Any thoughts, roommate?
Not in this office.
Will you be joining us then, human?
No, I'm not really much of a joiner.
Okay, she has a ring for you if you want it.
No thanks.
It gives you more magic, so it's pretty good.
Sometimes when you take things from people, there are strings attached. I'm a very no strings attached kind of guy these days.
That's true. He hates strings.
Okay.
I try to knit. He hates it.
Well, I think Dido baked cookies they should be in the break room if you want some on your way out.
What kind of cookies?
What are those cookies with the jam?
Thumbprints.
Thumbprints, really?
Thumbprint cookies. Thumbprint cookies?
Hamantaschen.
Gesundheit.
Or Holland Grotha?
A triangle-shaped cookie made to commemorate the Jewish celebration of Purim.
Oh, I'm talking about the round ones.
Okay. Well, there's both.
Those are Swedish. And the name means Raspberry Cave.
Ooh, that's a good name for a cookie.
It is.
Because the outside is cookie and it's got a little center full of raspberry jam.
Nice.
I really want one now.
All right. Are you going to grab some cookies on the way out, Cordelia?
And yeah, I'm gonna put a bunch of them into my tiny purse. Nobody notices. Blake guard my 6. I must bring home the cookies.
Cookie heist. All right. So Blake's going to help Cordelia advance in the Believers, but not actually join himself. That's interesting.
That's fine.
Actually, I kind of see where the Fated are coming from.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Conrad. Conrad, you monster. King Badass, what are you up to, bud?
Scratching my butt.
Anything else?
Visiting my brother. Or rather, calling my brother to a meeting.
All right, where's that meeting going to take place?
On the top of a roof in a big city late at night.
Okay, you only have Batman meetings.
Very, very cinematic, yeah. We're going to be like how in The Dark Knight Rises, he's talking to Catwoman, and then Catwoman disappears, and Bruce Wayne, who knows he's completely alone, still turns around and is like, I don't know how she does that, or something like that. He's like, oh, that's what it feels like. You're like, why is he talking like Batman when no one else is around? That's when you realize how deep the psychosis goes.
Okay. So yeah, this is actually a good callback to the last time I think Lloyd and King had a scene where you're running across the rooftops for exercise and then traded items. He still has the flaming cherub sword and then his other samurai sword. You have the fly swatter spear, and he meets you on top of a roof at night overlooking Sigil ominously. He's, hello there. What's how's the new body treating you?
Hi. How are you?
You didn't really answer my question. I'm fine. Same as always.
What do you mean, new body?
King, you cannot possibly have forgotten that you died like 2 days ago.
Yeah, but isn't this the same body?
Ah, I see. It's a semantic thing with you. No, it's fine. Never mind. Just forget the whole thing. Jettison it.
Everything looks the same.
If anything, you look a little bit stronger.
Oh, yeah. Is there like a number 2 on me somewhere, though?
I believe this will be number 3.
Oh, was there a number 2 on the last one?
Not that I saw, but to be honest, there's probably nooks and crannies I haven't checked.
Well, here, check.
No, I'm good. Please, King, what did you want? I have cool, mysterious samurai stuff to do.
Well, I wanted to talk to you because things are getting kind of confusing and kind of crazy. And I had to kill my own son the other day. And I thought it sucked.
Yeah, I mean, confusion should be a state you're pretty used to at this point, but that's a new wrinkle.
Yeah, but I guess now important things are actually happening, so... Well, I wanted to talk to you, because you're the smartest person I know. Like, you knew who killed me even when I didn't.
It's deeply unfortunate that neither of us went to college, King. We don't know a lot of smart people.
How did you know who killed me?
Well, I heard that you were found with all your skin flayed off. That's what the Lady of Pain does, isn't it?
I'm gonna roll an insight on that.
Mm-hmm.
22.
Yeah, he didn't personally witness it. He doesn't have any inside information. That was just what he heard. Was that someone said, like, you hear about that lizard guy who got killed by the Lady of Pain? And he's like, what? And they're like, yeah, all his skin got flayed off. And he like looked it up, and it was like, King Badass lizard folk killed by the Lady of Pain, and he just assumed that was correct.
And isn't the Lady of Pain supposed to be gone?
I mean, people see her from time to time. She's kind of like a Sigil's Bigfoot, you know? She's out there.
Do you think she's still alive?
Was she ever really alive like we are alive? I feel like she's more powerful than the gods. It's kind of just like a force of nature.
Wait, she's even stronger than the gods?
Yeah, are you kidding? Killing gods was like a pastime for the Lady of Pain. Like swatting flies.
Well, then maybe we could get her help with the war.
What war, King?
Well, so there's gonna be a big war between the believers and the Aethar, and then the other group. I don't really remember them so much, but they didn't seem to care about it a lot. And, well, it sounds like everything's gonna come to a head pretty soon. And maybe everything is destroyed.
It sounds to me like maybe you confused reality for the History Channel. Were you watching like a special on the Great Faction War and you thought that's happening now instead of like hundreds of years ago?
No, I talked to some Norm thing.
Norm MacDonald.
Yeah, he's great. He has a great moth joke. I don't really remember the punchline, but I'll watch it again, I'm sure I'll remember.
He has his moments. I think he's been a little weak recently, but, you know, you can't win them all.
I disagree. Hitler dog and farts or whatever his last special was pretty solid for the most part.
First the Red Hot Chili Peppers, now Norm MacDonald. Why are we reviewing things?
We're just stuck in the 90s. I don't know.
King, the factions can't go to war. They tried it once before, a long time ago, and the Lady of Pain sent all the leaders into the Eternal Maze. None of them have ever come back, so they're not going to try it again because it's a one-way ticket to the maze.
I don't know. The Norm seemed to think so, and she could read the future.
Yeah, the Norns do have a gift of prophecy, but they're often unreliable, mysterious, cryptic. They require interpretation. Maybe she's mistaken. As long as the Lady of Pain exists, the factions can't go to war.
What if there's a fake Lady of Pain? Does that cause a problem?
What do you mean?
Well, a couple of my friends said they saw Ladies of Pain walking around, but it wasn't the real one.
Well, a fake Lady of Pain would do as well as a real Lady of Pain to prevent
a war because people would see her and not start one because they don't want to go to the maze. So it's like a scarecrow for war.
Well, I don't know. It seemed like they really thought a war was coming, but I guess even if it's not, why do you want to be a god so much?
What else am I gonna do, King? Am I gonna become a DJ?
Yes.
If you liked music, you should.
Am I gonna get really into crocheting?
If it's your passion, yeah.
I don't have passions, King.
Have you tried them out? I could take you out hobby hunting. Like, I didn't know I was gonna really like cooking until I started doing it, and now I can make a souffle. That takes a lot of effort, apparently.
I'm deeply envious of the way your mind works, King. I wish I could not be who I was raised to be. But ever since we were children, we were taught how to kill and how to be the best. That's the one thing I've excelled in. I'm not just supposed to throw it all away and start 100 other little time-wasting endeavors to see if one of them sticks. Or I could just be the best there is.
Well, you could try. I mean, you might be really strong, but maybe you find something you're even better at. Like, I might be the strongest, but I think I'm an even better dad than I am a fighter.
Oh.
I got a mug that says so.
Oh.
King, I don't know what it is. You have something I don't. You can be a father. You can be a beloved pillar of the community with children coming to your house for food. I kill people.
Do you want to? Like, really, really want to?
Does an anteater want to eat ants? It's just what they do.
Maybe there's one that doesn't.
Can anteaters eat things besides ants?
That's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna look it up. Hold
Yeah.
on.
I feel like I'm really bad at explaining myself.
I hear you, King. You're saying to be like everyone else. But I'm not like everyone else.
I don't want you to be like everyone else. I want you to be happy. But I get the feeling that what you're doing right now isn't really making you happy.
In addition to ants and termites, anteaters also eat soft-bodied grubs, soft fruits, and birds' eggs.
Oh.
And in zoos, they eat fruit, hard-boiled eggs, ground beef, and dog kibble.
Aw, getting kibbles.
Okay, sorry, back to the drama. Some important anteater knowledge.
So, King, you're the conduit of instinct. I think you can tell that Lloyd is, in some ways, romanticized his own trauma, or has grown attached to the idea of who he is because he doesn't know any other way to be. But also, he's clearly looking for something else, and he just hasn't had any luck with it, and it's just making him think he can't achieve it. So they're I don't know. I think there is a way to help him, but it's not gonna be telling him. It's gonna be showing him.
So King is gonna kind of set his take his sword off his back, or I guess lance off his back.
And he's gonna say, "Alright, well, I have an idea then."
Uh-oh.
Let's have a rank war.
Oh, King, you know how this ends. We've been doing this since we were preteens.
Yeah, but we're not pridens anymore.
King, you've never even come close to beating me.
Couple times, and you just said so. This body's even stronger than the last one.
I was sick that week, you know that.
Are you sick today?
No, I feel pretty good.
Then you'll have no excuses when I beat you.
Roll initiative.
I botched.
Oh.
All right, so Lloyd's up first, and he draws both the flaming cherub sword and his katana, and he's going to attack King in a blinding whirl of steel. He is a badass fighter. King, prepare your butt. 24, 14, 19, 25.
4 of those hit.
38 damage.
Hold on a second. I have to. Fuck, I'm just gonna open up a calculator.
Oh no.
I got confused by my own numbers.
All right, so King and Lloyd begin fighting on top of this roof. It's just the coolest, most choreographed anime fight you've ever seen. King, it's your turn. Before you do anything, his Conduit of Confusion is going to make you roll a d10. You need I think, 7, 8, 9, or 10 to attack normally.
I got a 5, but I am the Conduit of Instinct.
Uh-huh.
It is the only thing that has allowed King to ever match up with Lloyd.
I think that gives you advantage on the confusion roll.
Well, I rolled a 2.
And now it's Lloyd's turn again. 19, a botch. 13, 23, 27.
3 of those hit.
All right, I'll roll damage, and that botches that you can attack as if you were not confused this turn. You get a beat on him.
Okay.
22 damage as he hits you again, but now you got a scent.
All right, dope. All right, so I'm going in, and this is going to be with Fighting Spirit, and then I'm going to use Action Surge. So it's going to be 6 attacks with advantage.
Oh, gosh.
So 18, 29, 22, 29, 25, 27, and 14.
20 is the AC, so anything 20 or above.
I think that's 4 of them then.
Man, if Lloyd loses this because of the botch, that'd be pretty cool.
So 48 damage.
Yeah, it could have been better, honestly, some of those damages.
I rolled really, really bad on those numbers.
Yeah, I think that was like King's prime chance, and he just missed a little bit, just didn't get the spear in on the angle he wanted. And Lloyd says, "You're good, King, but you know I'm better." 22, 25, 17, 23, 17.
3 of those hit.
24 damage. Your turn.
Nope, so I don't take any action.
Nope. Gosh, King, he's all around you. He's like Naruto. 21, 25, 25, 15, 23.
4 hit.
39.
Okay.
Your turn, King.
Nope.
Nope. I think Lloyd's got this one. 19, 13, 14, 29, 15.
2 hit.
22.
All right, yep, I'm down.
All right. How do you want to play this? This isn't obviously going for lethal, so he's not going to severely injure you, but how do you think this looks?
Hot.
They're brothers, you sick fuck.
Are they actually brothers? What does that mean?
Oh my god.
Conrad, are you the pervert who's messing up porn?
Is porn messed? Oh God, you're right. That is the theme, isn't it?
Conrad did it.
Well, it's so weird because they're actors, right?
King, please. Chris, please interrupt. Please describe.
So the way that these duels when they were kids always went down is whenever someone had a lethal shot, essentially, blade to the throat kind of move, something like that, that's when the fight would be considered ended, whenever it looks like you would basically with a single motion be able to kill somebody or something like that. So Lloyd has that position and King is going to grab onto the sword.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to say,
I am done losing.
King, the only way you'd ever be done losing is when you're done fighting.
If it means protecting the people I care about, I'm not gonna stop.
What if stopping is the only thing that'll keep them safe?
There's too many important things left to do for me to stop.
Just leave all this. Forget about the Furies. Forget about
No!
friends.
I lost my son! I'm not losing any more family!
You can't know that, King. You can't just decide that.
I know inside of me that I'm strong enough to make changes, to do something, and I'm going to do it.
At this point, I'd like to start screaming and go Super Saiyan.
You'd like to go Super... Who wouldn't like to go Super Saiyan?
I really do. A lot of times in my life, I'd like to just scream and go Super Saiyan.
So, I mean, we've established that King's conduit power only works when an ally is down and there's no one around, so...
I mean, give it a few hours, Nifix will probably be down.
Oh, dark.
Maybe the loved one who is in danger is King.
Hey.
He loves himself?
Yeah, that's good self-confidence.
Or the loved one is Lloyd. King realizes if he loses this fight, he might lose his chance to help Lloyd.
So if you want to make a role-playing choice here for King to access this...
It's just a question. If you don't think it's the right choice, we don't have to do it. I'm just throwing it out there.
I do. I do. I think it's interesting. I also know what's going to happen if you do it, and it's also really wild.
Do it!
Chris, describe it.
So, with his hand on the blade, King is going to start reaching deep within himself, and he's going to start changing. And before, when King went into this Ultra Instinct mode, he didn't really physically change all that much. However, now, certain parts of his body begin to enlarge, and slowly, his body begins to take on more and more elements of a blue slotty.
Chris, we just had this argument for 2 weeks in the Discord. You can't do this to me now, bud.
He doesn't. He still looks like King. He just has elements of a slotty to him.
I don't want to spoil the grandeur of this, but I think it is important to stop and, for a second here, interrogate the metaphysics. It's not that King was brought back with chaos phage, because true resurrection cures all diseases, despite the arguments we've had in the fandom. Do you think it's maybe that when in their dying embrace, part of Babel's soul was transferred to King?
Yeah, that's what this is meant to be an emphasis of. That it's not that King's body is physically a slotty. That's not the case. It's that King's soul kind of has connected to a slotty now. So physically, he can't or chaos phage people or anything like that. This is just meant to stylistically be a choice that his physical form in Ultra Instinct represents this piece of him he's always carrying with him now.
See, the wild thing is that this is the first time King has activated his Ultra Instinct against Lloyd. And so this is the first time the audience knows that Lloyd can do it too.
Oh, shit.
So just as King starts screaming and glowing with power and his body's changing, Lloyd does the same thing. Do you want to play this out, or do you want to role play more than you want to roll?
Well, how about this? How about we cut away? Because that seems like a good spot to cut away.
Oh man, it's every time you think it can't get spicier, it keeps getting spicier.
Oh man, I'm lost in the sauce.
Nifix, you're on a bench.
You sure are, bud.
I sure am on a bench, putting all my eggs in the who killed me basket.
It's quite a basket.
Yeah.
So you're sitting there with Hector for a while, and just your mind is racing. Are you hitting the bone juice?
Oh, yeah. Nifix is hitting the bone juice and trying to picture some kind of abstract solution to this problem that perhaps sober brain Nifix would not be seeing.
Do you think they make a bone juice vape?
I think Nifix's current best plan, while hitting that bone juice vape, is...
It's canon now.
Yeah, it's canon now. Is, what if I just disintegrate everyone who comes for me? Like, the person who's been sent to collect me to get that soul that I'm due to pay, disintegrate them. The person who I owe the soul, disintegrate them.
This is exactly the sort of thought you have on bone juice.
Yeah.
This is amazing and I love it. I would die for Goth Nifix.
I really do like this as characterization, though, that your mind does eventually get there. You're like, well, they can't take my soul if they're dust.
Yeah, dust is gonna have a real tough time collecting on its obligations.
So while that's racing through your head, you're sitting in the park, time is passing, people are coming and going. Every person who crosses your eye line, you're meticulously studying. And it basically look like you're totally strung out. I mean, you have the dark sunglasses on, but I think you clearly look like you're losing it. But at a certain point, Hector says, I think this is it.
Ooh, what do I see?
So he motions to a flower bed in the park and says, like, that's where the head is. You see that elf there? I think the elf is gonna... Yep, see? And the elf, like, casually walking by just does, like, a half bend down, like, bends at the knees and lets one arm kind of scrape through the flowers and grabs the bag. It's just, like, a plain, small gym bag. Or, backpack, like, the size that a head could fit in. And just, like, slings it over their shoulder and just casually keeps walking.
Is it like one of those stylish mini backpacks that are like made out of velvet or whatever? That are very popular these days? Okay.
Okay. Nifix is gonna throw out a hypnotic pattern in front of the in front of the person who's gone for that head.
All right, yeah. So you pick up your oar and you start casting. I mean, Hector whispers like, "All right, I'm out of here. Peace." A botch. That's a botch. I rolled a 1.
Yeah, you are hypnotic pattern to hell.
Yep, this elf stops, like, in their tracks, like 2 steps from the flower bed, and is standing there with the backpack slung over their shoulder, grinning like an idiot. This elf is I would say, looks like a grad student, basically. Like, he has a ponytail, he's a little crunchy, he's got some tribal tats. It seems like he's doing a master's in philosophy.
Does he have a dog with a bandana?
He does not have a dog with a bandana. Why would he have a dog with a bandana?
Okay, well, I thought you were going crusty punk direction. And
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. But yeah,
they always have an animal with a bandana.
I just don't want to involve any animals in front of Nifix at this point.
Oh, yeah. No. I feel like Nifix would kill him and then take the dog.
Is this a case of you don't want to get Dice Funk onto the website doesthedogdieornot.com?
Yeah.
Yeah, we all know
Yeah.
that Roy is safe, but other dogs, mystery.
Who knows?
Oh, but yeah, this person just stops dead and just, like, looking at the swirling pattern of lights you've thrown up.
Jab him in the throat with your oar.
Yeah. So
Instead of a shoulder angel and a shoulder devil, you just have 2 Cordelias. And they're just like, do it.
I'm debating between the violence angle or the detect thought / zone of truth, so that, like, as soon as they come out of the hypnosis, they are in that realm. Can I, like, tie them up or something while they're hypnotized?
You're in the middle of a park.
Yeah.
People will see that. Right now, like, you can quickly try to, like, maneuver through this and maybe make it inconspicuous, but once you bust out ropes, it's over.
No, it's a live shibari.
It's going to be a live
Demonstration.
cop situation.
Okay. Nifix is going to position herself in front of this hypnotized elf. Undo the hypnotic pattern so that just suddenly there's a Nifix there staring them down. I'm just going to go, so, what's in the bag, friend?
Oh, hey, brah. I didn't see you there. Do you see those lights? That was wild.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. What's in the bag?
Huh?
The bag, huh?
What bag?
Didn't he pick up the bag with the
Yeah, no, he's holding
head
the bag.
Yeah. Zone of truth.
Uh-huh. That's a 13. That's not going to do it.
That's not gonna do it.
Oh, man, that's a real buzzkill, man.
Yeah. Go on. What? I know what's in the bag, but why don't you tell me what's in the bag?
I don't know, actually.
Nah?
That's the truth. He's in the zone of truth, and he failed. He says, I don't
Yeah.
know.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you what's in that bag. There's a severed head in that bag.
Oh, come on. He drops the bag. That's gross.
I'm gonna need you to tell me, where was that bag going, friend?
Wait, are you in the zone of truth too?
Oh, sorry, I see what you're asking there. Yeah, I'm in the zone of truth, it's ahead.
Oh, that's disgusting. What the fuck?
Yeah, what? Okay. You're not on board with taking a head around, so you help me, I help you.
I'm just trying to save up for spring break, man. What is this?
Yeah? Where was that head going?
I'm just delivering stuff, man. There's an app. It's confidential deliveries.
Yeah, well, you're gonna want that to not be so confidential if you want to, enjoy the rest of your day.
Sounds like intimidation.
Yeah, I think that's what we're going for.
With advantage because you have intimidated this person and freaked them out.
Okay, the first roll is a 25 on intimidation. 28 on the second roll.
Christ, Nifix, I didn't know you were so intimidating.
Yeah.
It's that real high bard charisma.
It's amazing. So what do you say?
So if you want to go about the rest of your day, let alone the rest of your week, you better be telling me where that head was going.
Yeah, Jesus, whatever. I don't want to have anything to do with this, man. I'm just trying to get beer money. Christ. Christ did exist. I don't know why we'd still say it, but Corellin.
So yeah, where was that going?
He reaches into his pocket and pulls out a magic rune, which has his apps and stuff on it, and he just checks and he's like, that one was going to Purgatory.
Anyone special in Purgatory?
No, it's confidential. I was supposed to drop it off in Eden, behind the fig tree.
Wonderful. Nifix is gonna go grab the bag.
All right, smell you never, gnome. I'm out. I'm outie 5000. Bye.
Nifix is gonna take the head to wherever to that drop point it was meant to go to.
Oh, hell yeah. Going into Garden of Eden?
Yeah.
All right, Cordelia and Blake. Now this part's going to be very easy in terms of Dungeons and Dragons because you're going to tell me how Cordelia's art works. What is your design?
So, I was thinking a mural. Like a 3D mural.
No, you were told to hide it so they wouldn't just take it down. She was thinking like a telltale heart under the floorboard situation or a cask of Amontillado in the wall situation.
I was thinking they come in, their biggest wall, they come in Monday and their biggest wall is covered in blood and guts that will never come off.
No, I mean, there's magic. They'll clean it off if you make it obvious.
Oh, okay. What can I do? That's sneaky, hidey, but also terrifying.
And this is a collaboration between Blake and Cordelia.
Bleak
and Cordelia.
Is that your punk name?
Bleak Farrell is his punk name.
That's so cool. Oh, is there a way I can just No, that's just recording. I'm like, what if I could just keep his head making noise? I'm getting weird. Hold on.
The idea is that we have to go in there, kill someone in the place, set up the display, and leave, correct?
It doesn't have to be. The murder doesn't have to take place there.
Right.
We just gotta set it up there.
But we do have
All
to...
Camilla wants is people to stop joining the Heartless, and she knows Cordelia's art can do that, so she wants you to set up a secret art exhibition inside the tax office.
What if we chopped him up into tiny pieces and put each piece in a manila envelope and then filed them away so when they do their job?
What if we cut all of the bones into slices and shaped them into coins and piled them in the tax office?
That's so more metal. I was like, they're just gonna go to get the quarterly reports for whatever, and it's a tongue. The quarterly report is juice. I like that. Or what if we fuck with the coffee machine?
I like the way you think, young lady.
We fill the coffee pot with goo, with body goo.
Well, why don't we brew their remains in the coffee maker?
Yeah. And then we'll have like a nice mug next to it that says, "Stop doing this or you'll become coffee."
That seems a little on the nose.
I don't know which part of not drawing attention is confusing you, Lauren.
Listen, what's wrong with coffee people?
You know what? What is wrong with coffee people?
I mean, they have to notice it.
No, they explicitly don't. It's the opposite of that.
If they don't notice it, how does it work?
Because you make your art magic.
Oh, see, I misunderstood that because I always think I make it into like weapons.
She explicitly said make your art piece that like radiates fear or disgust or.
Well, I have fear as a spell.
Yeah, no, I mean, but like
Yay.
you could literally make any kind of art then.
Okay, what's really boring? What
A landscape.
can I was like, yeah, I could like turn his skin into canvas and draw like an old man on a boat in his blood.
Put some happy little trees on there.
There's like some ducks. It's like a very peaceful lake scene in the lobby.
Well, the frame for the canvas would be made from their bone.
I like my idea / Conrad's idea of the like very boring, serene shit they get from like Walmart
Mm-hmm.
for art. So maybe like live, laugh, love made out of hair and like
Oh, that's great.
What's that artist who's very bad? Kincaid? Is that the guy?
Thomas Kincaid.
I dated someone that was their safe word.
what?
It was Thomas Kincaid.
Well, okay.
Because it was the least sexy thing possible.
Not wrong.
Damn. Yeah, like in our house we love the Lord or whatever. I've seen a lot of really bad wall art, okay?
So in a way, this is kind of like anti-art, right? It's Cordelia making fun of like consumerist art trends
Yeah.
transgressively.
Yeah, there's rosé all day. I don't know why this is all wine mama art now, but
If you like Hannibal cooking chicken nuggets,
exactly. It's meant to spark a discussion on don't go here anymore.
and so what kind of magical effect enforces that? What do these art pieces radiate?
I like the fear idea because one, I already have that as a spell, so I feel like it's a good justification. And two, I do love people to be afraid. And also three, when I enter a place that has that kind of things on the walls, I get a little uncomfortable and afraid. Who are these white people that I'm meeting? So I feel like it fits.
Okay, do you want to add anything? Like any flavor to the murder or the kidnapping or the art or the anything else?
When we kidnap him, I like half bore him.
Oh no.
And that's just carry him like a pelican.
What the fuck?
You're the one who kept asking me to say things.
All right,
You're
Blake.
kind of bringing this on yourself. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, she made the serial killer. I was trying to give her a chance to do her thing.
Did I do bad?
Honestly, I don't know.
Why are you so mean to me all the time?
I'm not. You're making men into pelicans.
Oh no, I'm the pelican.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
He's the fish.
Or the Pikachu.
Yeah, you're being a cramorant.
Oh Lord.
Honestly, even if you think about it, the person that you killed to do this would approve of the fact that you did it.
That's true, I agree. He would have loved this. This is what he would have wanted.
Yeah.
We all know his stance on art.
Oh, no, not so much art, just, his own death.
art is degenerate, but social Darwinism does dictate that if he was supposed to survive, that he would have defeated you.
Yeah, see? So it's what he would have wanted.
Exactly.
Pour one out for old live, laugh, love, man. He was a worthy sacrifice, maybe.
Do you guys return to the foundry after you're done?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I think you like walk back into the break room and Dido's there making a different kind of cookies. What's the one you wanted to make before?
There was the thumbprint cookies. They're round, and the center has a hole that you put raspberry jam into.
Okay, so oh yeah, I love these Hollangrota.
Yeah, they're good, right?
Yeah, those are really good cookies. So she's making cookies when you walk in, and she says, "Hey there, how'd it go?
It went.
I heard you were doing art. That's exciting."
I mean, I don't know if you... I'm experimenting with some, like, postmodernist ideas. You know, what is art? And it's an exploration on that. It's not that cool. It's fine. Just give me some cookies.
I'm something of an artist myself.
With cookies? Yes.
Oh, well, I meant music, but yeah, I mean, well, I do make
also cookies.
Baking.
Those are great things. Probably a little more palatable than what I do, but you know.
So, are you thinking about joining? She once again introduces herself to you, Blake. Hello, I'm Dido.
Deo, nice to meet you.
I walked right into that. Are you thinking about joining the Believers?
Oh, no, just here, find a little moral support.
He's a bit of a loner, but you know, we work well together.
Yeah.
We pay rent together.
Yeah, every god needs the cardinal.
I don't know about that. I feel like that's a little much for.
I'm not much of a joiner.
I feel like you're doomed to have this conversation every time.
Yep.
I love it.
That's so brutal. Every time you come here with her, you guys are gonna have this exact conversation. That's sick as hell. King.
So, because this is all based on Dragon Ball, I imagine there's a super cool Dragon Ball fight where there's a bunch of speed lines and shoosh, and like attacks going and stuff like that. And like a bunch of attacks that like the person dodges, but like the after effect of the attack like slices off a part of a building or like blows up like a street sign, like or knocks a billboard over. A lot of collateral damage, stuff like that.
Yeah, it's like the Cairo arc in Stardust Crusaders where you just destroy half of the city.
Yeah, there was a moment where King had to stop his own heart.
Yeah.
So that Lloyd would think he was dead.
Yeah. And then decapitated him with a stop sign.
Mm-hmm. And then my best friend Polnareff showed up and helped me and helped save my life a little bit. So I'll always be thankful for him.
R.I.P. Kakyoin.
Yeah, sure, I guess.
Damn, I didn't know we were disrespecting Kakyoin.
I just need to be dismissive. So I imagine they have this crazy fight and it reaches a stalemate. And they're both kind of staring across at one another. And the only way I could think to settle this, because one of them will have to essentially stop using it to initiate this conversation, and I think who it should be settled in a competing intimidation check.
Okay. Bad charisma for Lloyd.
Well, I've been rolling pretty bad all night, so I think you'll be okay.
Okay. Here we go. 13.
18.
All right, so King, your spirit is more powerful because you're fueled by the loss of your son, and your rage is burning brighter.
Mm-hmm. So, to make it clear, we don't know what would happen if the fight continued.
Superman versus Flash. Who's faster? You never know.
Yeah, I mean, it's Superman, but sure, I guess for some...
Impossible.
I guess for a couple movies or whatever.
Okay, I forgot where we were.
So Lloyd is the one who's depowering first.
Yeah. So you fight to a standstill. You like land on opposite roofs, and he stops glowing and returns to his very chubby-faced cat self. What has gotten into you, King? You've never gotten this close to beating me before.
So King will power down as well. And he's going to say,
I guess up until this point, I didn't have anything I really cared about enough to win for, you know? I mean, a number wasn't all that special.
It was special to me.
Well, protecting my family is special to me. I want us to be able to work together, Lloyd. You're my big brother. I need you.
We can work together, King. He holds out a hand. Join the believers.
I think if I became a god, I might be able to do a lot of really good things. 'Cause gods can do impossible things, right?
Miracles, King.
So, if there were a bunch of kids who needed a family, I could provide it. And if I was a god, I could do things like be in multiple places at once. You know, so I wouldn't miss any dance recitals or baseball games or anything.
Oh.
Would you be the god of dad or the god of family? Well, they're both very good, but one's specific in a way.
Fatherhood.
I
The
know.
god of dad.
You know what I mean.
But I don't like the way the believers of the source are doing things. And I don't think they're the answer. I think there's a real good reason why certain people shouldn't be gods. And the Eighth are right about that. But I have to talk to Abraham.
Well, I wish you luck, King.
You don't want to come with me?
I think my presence would be somewhat distracting considering the conflicting natures of the factions, don't you?
No. I'll just tell him you're my brother.
I'll come with you to meet your boyfriend. But you gotta come through on your promise. You gotta set me up. Come on, bro. Come on. You gotta know somebody who needs the soft belly. Look at it. Come on. I'm dying over here, bruv. I'm adorable. Look at my whiskers.
King says,
What?
Yeah, sure. I think I might know some people. What kind of people do you like?
Winners.
Oh. Do you like gnomes?
Fucking hell! This episode's gonna end with Nifix discovering who killed her, and then the next episode is her going on a date. Oh my god, this season kicks ass.
This season's all over the place and I'm here for it.
I'm having a great time personally. And I feel my live, laugh, love art was unappreciated.
I loved it, but it's an audio-only medium, so I tried not to revel in it too much.
I'm going back to the Greek food. You can't stop me.
Okay, thank you. Fucking hell wieners. Teamwork makes the dream work, yeah. Lauren, what did you Google? Just bad art?
First I looked up live, laugh, love sign, but then I was only getting live, laugh, love, and I wanted to see the other ones that were bad. So all I looked up was wall quotes. And there's a lot of options. That I barely scratched the surface, y'all. You don't even fucking... Talent is good. Practice is better. Passion is best. That's Frank Lloyd Wright, apparently, according to this wall.
All right, Nifix.
Me? Yeah.
Purgatory looms above you. It's a 7-story building. I guess 8 with the ground floor, the trading floor, and then 7 stories above it. And on top is the Garden of Eden. Walk us through your process.
So step 1 of the process is, can I polymorph myself to look like the person who's meant to be doing this delivery?
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Love it.
So that I'm not, someone whose head was once taken and maybe blow my cover.
I mean, you come here all the time. This is where Kato works, so they know you. But
Oh yeah, they know me, but if I'm dropping off this head, I don't want it to be obvious that someone whose head was once delivered this way is here, seeing if that'll do the trick. So Nifix is just going to confidently head for where the drop is meant to be and make the drop.
So you make your way to the top floor into the Garden of Eden. It is eye-meltingly gorgeous, literally perfect. And there's a big fig tree.
Ooh.
Nifix is going to drop the bag as instructed at the fig tree and then try and find somewhere just far enough away to keep an eye on the bag.
All right, roll stealth.
Stealth. Yeah, that's an alright modifier.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's a botch.
Hell yeah. Fuck this episode.
Well,
Well, Austin, what's the consequence?
Just when you think it can't possibly get any better.
Uh,
All right, so Nifix, you crouch down in some bushes. You think you're hidden because you're a gnome, you're small.
yeah.
But I think you don't realize there are multiple roof accesses to the Garden of Eden. And so someone just gonna come up behind you and see your whole butt situation.
the whole butt.
Okay.
So you're crouching in that bush, you're waiting, you're watching the bag, and you hear a voice from behind you.
What that voice do or say?
You hear a woman's voice, and it's not even spoken. You hear it telepathically, and she says, "Are you supposed to be here?"
Nifix turns around. Who is this?
You see a woman in a green dress, like olive dress. She looks very professional. She frankly looks like she makes more in a day than you've made in your entire life.
I hate her.
The most distinguishing factors about her are, one, her skin, which looks preserved, not like zombified. She doesn't have like open wounds or anything, but she looks like taxidermied, her skin.
Embalmed?
Embalmed. And her second most notable feature is her neck stump.
Oh.
Oh. This seems maybe I'm jumping to conclusions here, but lack of a head might fit with likes to collect heads.
Yeah, I think Nifix, you would know what this is. You've seen psychopomps in the Egyptian tradition, like Cato, in the Greek tradition, like Sharon, in the Norse tradition, like Anastasia. This is an Irish psychopomp known as a Dullahan.
Oh, yeah. What's that anime? That's good sometimes.
One Piece.
Okay.
So you're talking about Durarara.
Yeah.
Nifix is gonna turn around and simply ask confidently, I apologize if this is a bit forward, but you wouldn't have anything to do with the head under that tree, would you? You know, what with the lack of head yourself.
So you still look like a crunchy punk elf right now. The Dullahan has like a handbag with her.
Yeah.
So she like opens her handbag, which is like, it's a pretty big bag. She roots around in it and she says, "One moment."
Is it the one that Joan keeps Lady Shatterley's lover's shit? I can't say it. Lady Shatterley's lover. Because they're like, Joan, that's a very big purse. I've seen Mad Men many times.
It's a very big bag. And after she's done rooting around in it, she grabs something and with some significant effort pulls it out. And it is a severed head.
Oh.
Okay.
She plops it down on her stump at like a, 45-degree angle and then twists it the rest of the way so it's facing straight and it like clicks.
Okay. And presumably this isn't a head that Nifix recognizes.
It is your head.
Oh.
And she says, "Tell you what, I'll tell you whatever you want to know. If you beat me in a little game."
Oh, fuck.
Nifix is gonna undo her polymorph and go, amazingly, that's right up my alley.
Oh, yes.
Jingle, jingle. It's December. That's the December bells. Jingle, jingle.
You know what that means.
Time for executive
My birthday,
producers.
exactly. It's my birthday. Everybody, make sure to give me a present at patreon.com/AustinYorsky. Wow, thanks. Such generosity.
Also, give me a present for us. I couldn't even do it all the way through.
Disclaimer, all presents to Austin will eventually go to Lauren.
No.
Uh-huh.
The executive producers for December 2019.
You know that's not going to pick up.
You know your butt's not gonna pick up. I'm right on the mic, you little fuck. I'm right on it. Just giving it a smoocherino.
Wait, why do you have to do it like this, though? Is this what Santa would want?
Oh my god, I will murder you.
Me?
Yes, do the credits.
Joseph Dumbrello.
Extellaris.
Garrett, I talk words. IR people. Now they're trolling me.
Ba 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 ba.
Conduit of groceries.
Jade, the Emperor's hand.
That's ominous. Brent, still every episode of Dice Funk Goatly.
Devin, conduit of evolution.
Evelician.
John Madera, conduit of caramel lattes.
The Cult of Gorfanax.
Rob Dakin, conduit of dice funk, keeping me sane on a 300-mile drive.
I wonder if on a 300-mile drive you listen to the whole credits every episode. That really ate up some time, huh? Paul Mullen.
Alice in the Purple.
Emily, conduit of Dynamax Yamper. Oh, he's so big.
So big. Christ man, fist fighting Santa over spoiled white kids.
I bet Santa will kick the shit out of most white kids.
I think so.
He's powerful. Toshiro Kuru, conduit of being thankful for content that inspires.
Andrea Grothin.
Dr. Goat of Christmas Past Man.
Face down, ass up. That's the way my brother died.
That's very good. I don't feel like we can do it justice, honestly. Festive Jamie is probably stressing over gifts as you speak. Can we just take a moment to talk about gifts and what an awful obligation they
Hey,
are?
shut up, Francois V.
She likes gifts. I hate gifts. This is the main fissure in our friendship. Hedron Master.
Nephis, Nephis. Oh, I'm losing it. Nephis Decidia, a lonely gay sheep.
Possum Kingdom Refugee supports Lauren's nudes.
Thank you. Random, conduit of would you like a hug?
Vinny, conduit of Chris. No, I can't read this one.
Do it!
Vinny, conduit of Christmas tree butt plugs. That can't be real.
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
Z23619.
it's just a quiet assurance. Like, yes, Austin. Yes, it is. Kevin Dobbins.
Anthony, patron of Dora.
Oh, I guess like Christmas tree themed. I was thinking of like just an actual tree. I was like, that can't
What's
be.
wrong with you?
A lot of things, honestly. Morgan Rapp.
Haley Anderson.
Did we say Anthony, patron of Dora? I was too busy thinking about butt
I did.
plugs.
Pinko Sock.
Haley Anderson. I'm going backwards.
Pinko Sock.
And someone did Santa Fatagan. Nah, Santa North Pole. It's the thing from Call of Cthulhu. The Cthulhu Fatagan made with Santa. I'm sorry I ruined your joke by just explaining it.
'Tis I, Zedster.
69 Spoopy 420 Sean by Lauren's Ludes.
Yes. A montage of Gothnific staring out into the rain.
Wow.
A werewolf with the Chinese menu in his hand.
Sorry, I was thinking about Nifix. That's such an important image for people to internalize for this arc.
Aaron Norgard.
Abigail Grace.
Adrian Y.
Aftershock, future chapter head of the Satanic Temple of Nebraska.
Someone's gotta do it. Agent Edgepiggle.
Aki Savalainen.
Alex Vepra.
An otter playing in the snow. This otter's going on such an adventure through the credits.
I'm jealous. Andrew Birmingham.
Andrew Feggie, conduit of eyeballs and the fruitcake itself.
No. Andy Harkins.
It's like a haunted house thing where it's like the spaghetti is... What is the spaghetti?
Organs?
Yeah, with their eyes in the fruitcake. Anna.
Anna, conduit of procrastination.
Antonio, conduit of snacks.
Archduke Archibald, the huggable of cactus.
The huggable of cactus. Ariadne, spinning up a new display name.
Still good. Arshin de Koning.
Ash, the gayest bitch in the Midwest.
Austin Korgsky, conduit of Best Boy itself.
Austin, you absolute slad.
Austin! Merry Christmas to everyone. Isaac, conduit of Gabble Gabble Gabble.
There's gonna be a lot of Christmas cheer, and I just want to reiterate, presents are bad, and I don't like them.
Becky Choosdale, property of Janiac.
BJ, conduit of miniature giant space hamsters.
B-Ray Echo.
Eku. Before we continue, I gotta say, I got tiny, slimy nips.
Why are they slimy?
I don't know. They added that in to hurt me.
Big challenges.
Big Time Getty Lee, member of Big Time Rush. I get it.
Blackstone Morgan.
Blue 6.
Bones or bonus.
Brady, conduit of spooky, scary skeletons.
Brassole Catalia. I know that's wrong. Don't at me. Cute lady Christmas candy conduit of orchids.
Callum, rake with a Blake. Wait, fuck. Turner.
Cameron Abbas.
Someone should throw Blake in a lake and say Blake in the lake.
I don't think he'd like it.
No. Candace, listen to Dice Funk Starling.
Cara Dwen, conduit of crushing on Austin in a respectful, non-horny way.
Being not horny is the greatest gift you can give me. Everyone out there. Just for Christmas this year, don't be horny.
Chance Hamlin is a gambling pig at your Xmas feast.
Charlie, I fucking choked on my breakfast at Womb Blade. Chocolate.
I just want to say, Chance Hamlin, thank you for inspiring my one shot with your name sounding like a gambling pig.
Was that it? I remember.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Gambling pig. I can go somewhere with this.
Yeah, I remember it was basically just stream of consciousness word association, but that's funny. Chastity Jeans.
Chloe the dog defending house against Nemesis dog.
Chris, conduit of bad decisions walling.
Christopher Charlow.
Coho Blast.
Colton King.
Conduit of cat beef.
Cordelia the tube with the tude.
Corum the recursive, conduit of Corum himself.
Cosmignon, conduit of Stardust, Ink Master General.
Counterfifth.
Sierra Saldana, prophet of R and Jesus.
Cucumber.
Dandy Snuff.
Daniel Marsden, conduit of unnecessary consonants.
Daria, go freaking right.
Dawning Frost.
Deathworm Jingle, don't let the bells end.
Okay, that's the subtitle for the movie Deathworm Jingle?
I don't know, but it's very ominous.
I'd watch it. Decibel.
Declan Sands.
Dennis Pancake Detlefson.
Dinosaurs are giant birds with teeth.
Now, I'm no dinosaurologist, but
Geese have teeth already.
DM Tau. Now I have to deal with player shenanigans.
Don Johnston, not to be confused with Don Johnson, who is a person who exists.
She added that. That's not part of it, but that would be a funny thing to write. Dorian, conduit of devotion.
Dr. Isix.
Dragon Nexus, conduit of taking too long to support you.
Dylan and Rillin, the dog, listening on a lazy Sunday morning. Also, dishes.
Dylan, conduit of snake pants.
Ebrand, if you kill the first Patreon, then we all die. That's good.
Hold on, can I go back to snake pants for a second? Are those pants that snakes wear, or are they pants made out of snake skin?
I feel like pants for snakes would just be like a tube. It's just a tube. They don't have legs.
Speaking of, if you kill the first patron, we all die. I was playing a video game recently where there's a character who's obsessed with killing the first vampire, so all vampires die, and the joke is that they're ridiculous and stupid. And I was like, lol, it's Lauren.
Ecorin!
Elder dog.
Elderly goose summoned the untitled goose. Now it's ruining Christmas. Help!
Eleanor Nonante sees Periton, horned vampire lady with depression.
Aline, fuck, I'm not ready for 2020 yet, oh gods.
No one's ready. Elizabeth Jackalope.
Elusive Lily.
Emma, happy holidays from me and Moose.
All I want for Christmas is to know what Moose is.
We get a Christmas card in the mail, and it's Emma.
Question mark.
It's Emma and the animal that's like blocked by a bunch of presents in front. We can't see it.
Indigo Fendon.
Erwin Lelagadek.
Fair Majesty Empress Quinn offers far warmest Yuletide greetings.
Florian H.
Francois Arsenal.
Frank Sands.
Ginger beers.
Grapefruit juice.
Graffiti, conduit of rhetorical penis art.
Can you roll for penis, please?
Half-Thor Grunders.
Nope, do the accent.
Half-Thor Grunders and Festive his name, born of fire and brimstone redeemed.
Happy holidays from Arachnival and the Silk Matron.
Praise the web.
Praise the web.
Harbinger of the coming furry invasion.
Harley the Floral Lyricat.
Harrison Andrew.
Harry, Dice Funk the best allies.
Hats off to Botswana, the musical extravaganza.
I don't know if that's a real thing. I probably should look it up, but I'm not going to. Hey guys, it's Ashley.
I read ahead. He's a good Brent dogs.
His dick's smaller than my toes. I'd rather ride Squidward nose.
That's Cupcake, right?
I don't know, but it seems like, I mean, the audience hasn't heard the episode yet where you dick shame a monster for like 20 minutes.
Oh, I did do that. Tell me later if I'm correct and that's a lyric from the song by Cupcake. Anyways, ho ho holy 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 yeah.
Oh wow, you actually did the whole thing. Yeah, I imagine that's the angel from the first episode wearing a nice Santa hat, and I enjoy him.
Yeah, horny for drama.
How do I make friends? Regards, conduit of social faux pas.
I'm tired of doing this every month. Just read the rest of the names.
Is that you, Lauren?
Yes.
Did you sign up to troll this?
I'm trapped in an emotionally draining job. Send dick jokes.
What would an emotionally draining dog even be? Just wants too many pets?
No, that doesn't exist.
Ingmar Grimmen.
It's just Squid Cap this month. Nothing here. No, wait. Nothing more. Nothing less.
It's your boy H.P. Lovecraft back with the fish people.
Jaden.
James Neely.
Janiac is wishing everyone a merry unicorn dance party.
Now, knowing Janiac, Merry Unicorn Dance Party could be a euphemism, so let's all be careful out there.
Jaspel, the magical Christmas badger.
Jay Logan, Conduit of Queerness, Mage of Life.
Jayish Wizard, the Wizard of Jay.
Jealous Goddess Cosplay.
Jen.
Jenny Colby.
Just Veggie, Conduit of Veggies. That's how you were saying it.
Jingle Yams.
Joanna the Wrench Witch.
John Kerry.
John Potts.
John Barnett.
John, you didn't finish.
There was a hyphen. I was giving it a pause, and then you jumped in. John Barnett, Conduit of Pillows.
My voice is going. A second. John, Conduit of Subpar Joke Names.
Josie, Recused Vengeance Paladin on the Holidays. Christmas with Bigfoot. That's like a baby shoes never worn. It's just Christmas with Bigfoot.
I feel like it's really hard to buy presents for Bigfoot because he's too big.
Crocs.
Julian Phillips, Conduit of Kaizen.
Just a Jester.
Justin Berthiesel.
Caster UK.
Kate, Conduit of Holiday Themed Regret.
That's how I'm going to feel when I drink 10,000 eggnogs and I die. Kiefer Lowe.
Kelladry is thankful that her spirit is bound to the awe-inspiring Mitzi.
Keller Automat.
Ken, Conduit of finally writing this goddamn PhD dissertation.
I forgot my credits voice from last month. Ken Teroy.
Killer Cotton Shizno.
Ken Iku fan.
Kitty Foe, one breathing burrito crawling out of your stocking.
Well, that was an upsetting update on the burrito situation.
Corito Prime, Digimon is better than Pokemon on the Switch.
Corito Prime, you really gotta fucking sharpen your argument before you step up to me, because I can't with you right now. Come on, fool. Christina, Conduit of finally writing my master's thesis itself.
Kyle Badsvik.
Kyle, president of the Drop Goodwood fan club.
Lady Misfit Dino Fact, Mosasaurs are not dinosaurs, but lizards, specifically that.
We have a lot of paleontologists in here who are very excited about dinosaurs and birds and lizards and teeth. I don't know why we attracted that audience, but okay, cool. Larry Yelling Man.
Lars Owners.
Lauren's mom's duck, Conduit of Santa Claus, but underwater. I misread that as Lauren's mom's dick at first, and I was like, I don't know if we're going to read this one.
Loopy elephant.
I'm sorry, Lauren's mom. Lauren Cates eats holly kokrazog. It's a holly fent in an Aarakocra in a bozog.
I did have a turducken this year. It was very tasty.
All three of those are sapient. They're not animals.
Oh, that is
They're
bad.
people.
Ludovico Limited.
Luther, the conduit of a button quail in a pear tree.
That sounds like a very small quail.
Precious.
Maclode, conduit of perpetual horn.
Now, what did I say about Christmas horniness?
Manticore, Death Lord.
This year we're not doing it. Nobody's
We
horny.
are. Do it. Master Zemnohort. Or should I say Zemnohorn? Because all horny now.
No mistletoe. I'm done with it.
Math Tracker won't tell Lauren what $400.60 plus $20.09 is. I know, you can't stop me. Matt Collier.
Is this a sex thing? What's going on?
It's $420.69, you idiot.
I know.
No, you didn't.
But I thought the denial of the information for... Never mind. I thought it was a
No.
power thing. They were keeping it from you. Matt Lackett is almost done with his PhD at last. Sleep in video games.
Matthew, listen to Dice Funk and Neoscum Schultz.
Also very cute that Matt Lackett thinks they get to sleep and play video games now that school's done. My dude, that was your last chance. You're done. You're done, son.
Joke's on you.
Maximum side boob X, 2 turtle doves and a side boob in a pear tree.
Majin, conduit of screaming internally.
Melbent.
Mary Flowers.
Merry Christmas to Paco, the coolest shark in Denmark.
God, Paco.
Is that the shark from the Shark Tracker that went his
No,
own
that's
way?
Pablo.
Oh, Pablo's a cool shark we saw once.
He
That's
was
nothing.
going all over the place. Merry Christmas from Melissa the Dice Goblin.
Yep. Michael Hall.
I just like taking it from you.
You do. Midlife stasis, conduit of inevitability.
Mike draws you roasting nut buttons by an open fire.
Miko from Finland.
Miles, conduit of passing from credits into a one-shot as an ocelot.
Mr. Willie Phoenix, Steven, lesbian seagull, Pooh Bear Shaker.
You fucked it up. I always do it real good.
Yeah.
My last joke name was bad. I'm sorry. A warm kiss for cold tips.
I don't know what that means. It sounds vaguely horny, so I disapprove. My Valentine is postmodern artist Cy Twombly.
Namita Aneskins, conduit of
Nathaniel Homan.
Nicholas Dominic.
Nick.
Nicole Woodruff.
Not so transient, needs a new profile name, Passerby.
Paye Rabjerg.
Pangolin.
Patrick Babcock.
Patrick Williams.
Please check my webcomic, ruinousfortune.com.
Yeah, the credits are mostly ads for other people and Lauren's nudes, and then people calling me names. Pocket Sundial.
Preston Bowers.
Pruitt Holcomb.
Puck, conduit of trying so hard that you ruin it, but festive.
Oh, nice. Pumpkin Spice Criterion. Is it still pumpkin spice season?
It's always pumpkins. God, I'm so mad I can't even say it.
It's an extremely white hill.
Yes, I got it!
This is an extremely white hill to die on, Laura. Lauren.
Pumpkins and yams and various... Yams aren't gourds, but they're similar in texture. They're delicious, and everyone can get off my dick about it. Pyropsychotic, the mini-boss secretly relaying messages of deceit.
R.I.P. King Sladass. We hardly knew ye.
Oh, no.
That's the name. Yeah. This was probably submitted before we decided the canon fanon name is the New York Slod.
Razumi Azura.
Remsiv.
Robert Chisholm, conduit of efficiency.
Robert Tuttle.
Salad Child.
Sean Lyons Burke.
Simmons, conduit of Harder's Laddie.
Sergeant Rattlebones, the skeleton war rages on.
Shane Sedgwick.
Shane Ware, conduit of hedonistic, pansexual, polyamorous switches.
Sin Milk Tom.
Sir Octopus. Nope. I did it again.
Octopus.
A classic Sir Octopus. Sir Octopus, conduit of chivalrous cephalopods.
Slime King Mike using these credits as a platform to meet a cute dragon boyfriend.
Aw. The new social networking site, the new Tinder, is on the credits of Dice Funk.
You heard it here first, folks.
Snack Kearney, the Christmas snack.
Socialist icon gardener Minshew III.
Spaghetto drifts eternal and sanctified Wimbus. I don't know what's going on anymore.
Sporeman Zero.
Stefan Lund, conduit of tired of responding to last month's credits. Wow. What did we do to Stefan last time?
Steven Martinez, protector of Austin's bussy.
Form ranks, create a phalanx.
Look what you did to me,
We're
Steven.
killing her. Sternod, conduit of consonants.
Sweet dreams are made of these. Who am I to disagree?
Sydney Marsing.
To beat the spokes.
Tabitha, huh?
To beat the...
Is that what we're doing?
Please leave this in.
Okay.
I'm so sorry to beat that. Okay. Tabitha Spokes.
Tales of Inquiry.
To beat that.
Everyone really got you, huh?
What was I even thinking?
Teraflops.
Therapy Pipes, conduit of Gremlin.
Thanks, Austin. Great show. See, now that's a credit I can get behind. Just
The cast of Dungeons the Gathering.
the murderous mongoose who's secretly standing directly behind you.
The Precursor.
Thoughts and prayers for Juma and Jack's D&D players. They are my precious, and that's thoughts, THOTS. So,
Nice. Titty Picks is legal tender 2020.
Toby Gleason Stack.
Tom Bowers.
Trees, they are us.
They are us.
Yeah, you made me.
Trevor.
You made fun of me last time because I said Tracetherius.
We're both wrong. Trevor S., the Goblin Teacher.
Shanus.
Universal Toby.
Victor Melito, Conduit of Quietness.
When do we get a Dice Funk one shot of big gay orcs? Apparently I can't.
You can. Just got to get someone to DM it. We can. It'll happen someday. Willian Vink.
Wise Guru.
Ziphosaurus.
Zoltar, the Viking death metal caterpillar conduit of retribution.
And that's the end of the list. Anything else? Patreon.com/Laura K. Buzz. Patreon.com/Of Horse. Patreon.com/Weekly Manga Recap. Lauren has a bunch of stuff. Lauren?
I have like several hundred pictures of my titties.
That's a lot. Do you ever think about
Well,
how many
it's not
that
just
is?
my titties. No, I literally have like 500.
There's only 360 degrees of perspective.
Listen, you do minimum 10 pics per set, and you gotta do different outfits. Anyways, I got that shit you're looking for.
What are you buying? And you open the
Opens
trench
coat.
coat, but it's just titties.
Yeah, I'm Margalicious.
Yep. iTunes, YouTube,
Yeah.
Podbean, Google Play. You know how to do. You know what podcasts are. You know how they work. Come on. Why are you making me do this?
Why would you be here at the end of the whole thing if you didn't know what podcasts were? That seems irresponsible.